I thank you both for all the information you've shared and putting it into action is the most important thing. We are at such a critical time in human history, in human civilization. We are moving towards our extinction, as most of you know, and if we don't do something about it, there'll be nothing left. The migrations are not, they're now driven by us rather than by nature, which would actually be a better thing than by us, because we are causing all of this. The first thing that has to stop are all the wars, because that's causing a lot of this. Secondly, all the religious wars. That's another factor. And as I said yesterday, from dogma to devotion, we need to save God from religion. We need to save God, all the gods from all the religions and bring them into our hearts. It's all about taking action and about working with values. We need to change all the politics, all the politicians, all the structures. How we think has to change. The structure of thought has to change. We cannot walk around in bubbles anymore of our power and empowerment and all of that. We really have to just very simply wake up and know that every single thing is connected. The figures are frightening, and all the red countries are horrific. And that's exactly, that's where people are leaving. But what is going to happen, everywhere else? We just have to stop it now. Somebody has to wake up and say, we're not leaving, we're going to change it here. And we have to, I know California is high water, we're in a drought situation. And people's, pavements are still getting water. And the high-end golf courses should have stopped. Part of California is desert. But they're green. What is green is green, but what is not green cannot always be green. The lifestyle has to change. We can't, and we need to, it's great to bring it all into schools, but you spoke about the farmers dying. Why were they committing suicide? Because the government signed up with Monsanto.
Exactly.
And many countries have sent Monsanto out of their lands in South America and parts of Europe. But I don't know what's happening now with the United States. They're all promoting Monsanto, not all, but a lot of people do. Our politicians do, and I don't even know who does it anymore.
Okay.
And that has to go. So I know that you have, even there, some genetic modification for things that will survive, but I hope they're not Monsanto engendered. So I just wanted to say this because it really gets it going.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so thank you.
Would like to say something on that?
I think it's all bound at the end of the day, feeling of responsibility. The word responsibility and commitment. Our colleague worked with 9,000 or 7,000 villages. But this participatory approach, people has to have sense of ownership of what they are doing. And for them to do this, they need to understand the problem, and most probably he's doing this, and take them through the system for them to be to understand what eco-friendly is, what they are going to do in a practical way. And this is will happen, but you need the framework for this. You need responsibility of governments and having legislation which will help them, as well as different policies. Human resource development, the governments has to fund it. And this is a responsibility of governments in the developing countries. But when you look up in a global level, the countries which is really make the pollutions and made all this catastrophe, they have to pay the price, and pay the price willingly. Because by doing this, they are protecting themselves from out-migration, they are protecting themselves from chaos which will happen in this world with expected 250 million to 1 billion people roaming around as environmental immigrants because of climate change.
Is your program replicable to all other? Because when the system starts to work, it should be easily replicable everywhere.
Yes, you see, actually what happened, I'm from a very technical, I'm an ecologist. And I was a professor, and I walked out from the university overnight. because of this, because I was traveling around United Nations, attending all this kind of conferences, I said, no, it's not working. I have to be in the field. And this is my migration, like from the university, high-flying professor all around the world to a primary school. Because that's where I said, like, this kids, because when I talk to the people, they don't understand. So you have to change, bring a change. So the newborn babies are the best thing I found, right? Okay, I started this in 1998. All my kids ran a massive campaign in China, Hong Kong, that particular part of things. That's my working field. And now these kids are 20 years, 18 years, and they're stopping their mothers, they're stopping their parents, they are the role model now. I feel like that's what it is. So that's where the things went wrong. So this is one of the action, and I strongly believe your work, like which is the thing, that professor, like many professors like us, those who are sitting in the university, we dedicated our life to create this knowledge, and we are telling the government, if you see the summarize, like with this professor presentation, that hey, this is happening, wake up, right? Al Gore, like many people are saying wake up, but then at the end of the day, it is the policymakers, right? So we, unfortunately, those who are into the government system, they have their hands are like this, tight. They have to base on the government system. Yeah, exactly. So what we need to do, the people like me, I said, okay, I walk out from the system. I need to make myself free. Okay, I walk away from the system. And then I became my own. The moment I became my own, I became free. No one is controlling. I'm not waiting for a first of every month for my salary. Then I took my knowledge into the real implementation. So there are many professors like me who gave up their jobs and they are in the field. So I have this model, what you say, like it will please you very much, because the time is restricted, so we cannot talk much. That there's a model called hope. In my hope model, I have two people. Help our people in planet Earth. Unless you involve the people, I'm giving a very strong emphasis on human behavior. Unless the human behaviors are changed, we cannot. Yes, we cannot change. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, you can speak. It's loud.
I just wanted to say that just as an onlooker, I find that the most important thing to do is utilize the knowledge, like a professor like yourself, but you should really train people to become like you. Yeah. Otherwise, you're not enough. You know, you're doing great, but are you enough? You're not enough. You have to train people like you. This would be the best thing. You should start funding to train people like you to go to the villages, but they must have will and passion, obviously. But what you're doing is, to me, revolutionary. It's excellent. So therefore, why don't you find other people to do like you? For example, we are in India. I am surprised that there is no plastic rubbish bin. There is no paper rubbish bin. Everything put together. I'm surprised. It's a huge country. It's a huge problem with simple recycling. It's a simple thing. In England, it's inconceivable to see that. You know, so therefore, why can't we do something to replicate this knowledge to become human behavior? You know?
See, I'm like basically, let's put in this way, my role these days, a bridge. I call myself a bridge between the professor and you guys.
Yes.
Okay, I was one time like this here. I was sitting in the policy meeting and doing everything kind of thing, and I said, no, I have to come. So I shifted from there. So what is my benefit? I understand what is happening here because I came from this fraternity. But then I am not there anymore. I'm in between. But I'm more related to you guys in the real life. So the thing is that not enough time is there, but the inspiration. Inspiration comes by itself. That's why the word called inspiration. We cannot force someone. So I'm doing good work. I invite people to come and have a look to my shop, come to my village, and since no, in Hong Kong, right? And this is a very interesting story. That people talk Hong Kong is a crazy place and all those kind of things. 20 years back, it used to take me 4 hours, 6 hours to tell people what is organic food, what is the environment, and all those kind of things. But today you go to the Hong Kong, every nook and corner, everyone is talking organic farming, organic food, healthy eating. I feel happy. That's what you're saying. I don't have to be a face. I don't have to be a face. Yeah.
I would like to comment on what you're saying. That's it's very good. It's very interesting what you're saying. But I would like to put a caveat of wording. I worked all my life in development, down to the ground, with the end users, with a farming community around the world in the dry areas. I deal with a community of 2.5 billion people in the dry areas. The point there, the success there, is examples like yourself. They have to work with the others.
Exactly.
There is knowledge generation, and then there is knowledge transfer, and then knowledge utilization. And that's why we said the research to development continue. It has all the partners in development, starting from the research to the utilization in the field. This continuum is very important. The lady from Mexico.
See, what we can do, maybe we can have another session so we can go out here. Okay.
I mean, it was actually like two questions. Like, I know like there's a gap in there's a gap between knowledge, but I know like agricultural like industry plays a huge role, but it's also because we are using what we are planting, like the seed for actually feeding our animals that we use for like livestock and farms. So in what sense, there's a lot of industries behind a lot of research. So how we can actually break that, like for example, when you are trying to pass this knowledge into a lot of people, you will find that most of the companies are actually founding the research. So there's a problem in there, like the knowledge that we are consuming actually, that we are learning, it's not really accurate. I mean, I know that for your case, like I will expect that that's because you are like on the ground, you will see, but in the United States or in other like Western countries, that you will see that the industry is the one that is founding all this, and people is just buying that, and we don't have actually that knowledge. So that's the first thing. And the second, I was like about to ask, I actually lost a little bit what I was about to say. So, how do you break this mindset? Because a lot of people, I think, we are all talking about taking action, but we all should know what our footprint is. Like if we know like our footprint, like yes, it's okay. You can have like your organization. I applaud, it's amazing. But if we don't start with ourselves, it's not gonna happen. Like anything is gonna happen because otherwise, like I cannot inspire you to change if I'm not a message of change. Like I cannot just tell you, yeah, you should go for this if I'm not doing it like that. And I think like especially, and it's incredible that you are both focusing on developing countries, but I think we need to start with the Western world. Like the countries that are developed are the ones that need to take responsibility, as you said, and we should like actually.
We waited for 15 minutes for the last session. Please bear with us.